Hello everybody and welcome back to Grandma Gives It a Go. In today's video we have a couple of new products to test, but before I start that, I would like to show you on my very first video I had the egg peeler where you put the hard-boiled eggs in here and you shake it up and down real fast and it's supposed to peel your hard-boiled eggs. Well, those of you who watch my video, you know that it's an epic fail. So instead of returning it or throwing it away, I used the container and I turned it into a little mini terrarium. I just cut a snip off my pothos plant and put some dirt in it, and there's the dome, the lid. You water it good, and pothos is really easy to take care of. It's like pretty much indestructible. You can forget to water it for like weeks and it'll be fine. So it'll do really well in a terrarium because once the dirt is soaked and then the lid keeps on, it keeps the moisture in. So that's what I used with my failed egg peeler. So that's a good use for it. Also, I tested these vegetable peeling gloves. That was another fail. It washed the vegetables off, but it did not peel them at all. I mean, I could have done it a lot faster. For the amount of time it took me just to get a little tiny bit of a potato peel off, I could have peeled half a bag with my potato peeler. So what I've seen in the stores is I've seen gloves like this that are used for cleaning pet hair off of furniture. It's got the little hard nubbies in it. You put them on and just wipe off your furniture. And let me tell you, I'm going to show you the glove that I used. If the camera will pick it up, look, you can see right there the big clumps of dust and fur. We have two cats that shed quite a bit. Well, one sheds a lot more than the other, but they both shed. And this is what, just for one swipe across the back of the couch, I just put the glove on like you would normally and just like this, just a couple of swipes, and that, it got all that. So these work really well for pet hair removal, not good for vegetables. So that's another use for them. So now I can keep them. I don't have to have a wasted product. And the one other thing, it wasn't a fail, it was an absolute pass, was the little Bell & Howell. It was, you snap it onto any 9-volt battery and it turns it into a flashlight. And what I did was I turned it on, and there I showed you 7:45 January 20th, 7:45 p.m. So it's a little bit over an hour ago, or sorry, and a little bit over 24 hours ago that I have had this on. I've left it on all day, and it's still just as bright as it was when it started. So I am going to leave this on for a little longer, and well, until it runs out, and I'm going to see, when I do next week's video, I'll see how long it actually, I'll let you know how long it actually lasts. But that was one of our really good passes by Bell & Howell. Okay, so now today's program, or products rather, sorry, I have for you, it's one of these fish that you see they have them in pet stores. They're like between $25 and $30 in the pet stores. I got this on Amazon for $10. And it comes with a charging cord, so there's no batteries to replace, which is nice. And inside, it's got the little, you unzip it, and it's got the little box in here, and it's got a long, thin thing that goes in the tail, so it makes the tail flip-flop. And you charge it right there. It charges very quickly. It only takes about a half an hour to fully charge. So what I'm going to do is turn it on and show you, and then see if I can get my kitty cat interested. But this is what it does. It literally flip-flops all across the floor, and the cats go nuts for it. They go crazy. It does stop on its own after a couple of seconds. Sometimes like the slightest little movement will set it off. Just there. Now if I just touch it slightly, when I do touch it to pick it up, I don't see my cat. Chester, where are you, buddy? I don't see him. I thought maybe he was right here. Oh, there he is. Okay, let me see if he will go for it. I'm gonna... Oh, he's found a mouse. He might not want this because he's found a mouse. So let's see. Come here, Chester. He likes to play fetch. I have to get his mouse and throw it for him. Let me see if I throw the fish down on the floor and see what he does with it. And get it, Chester? Chester, you gonna get the cat? Get the fish. Get the fish. He's a little confused, right? Because he's got a fish. Oh, there comes Leo. Leo's going to come and try to get it. Get the fish, guys. Yeah, get the fish. No, Chester would normally go for it, but because his little mouse is right there, he is not interested in the fish, but he normally does. And what he does is every time he, the slightest little touch, you just slightly touch it and it goes off. Like you could be walking by and just barely kick it. Let me see if I can show you. You just barely kick it, barely touch it. Get my cord here. And let's see, I'm trying to reach it without unplugging my, okay, so just the slightest little, there's the fish on the floor, just to touch it. That's all you have to do is touch it, and it flip-flops all over the place. So the cats do love it. They're just not interested in it today. They just got a new toy to play with, the new mouse, and my little Chester plays fetch. He brings you the mouse and he wants you to throw it for you, and then he'll go get it and bring it back. So that's the fish from Amazon. That was $10, and that was a really, really good buy because, like I said, they're between $25 and $30 in a pet store, and you know, if you can get it for 10 and it works, it's the same thing, pretty much the same thing. I don't know if the quality is any better, but my guys love it, and we've had it for a month now, since Christmas, and I've had to charge it about 5-6 times already because they go crazy for it. So today's product, what we're going to try, are 2 jar openers. Nope, wrong packaging. This is all it came with. To show you, it was attached to this. Here we are. Prep Solutions set of 2 jar grips. Now that shows you how you can use the both of them. Now the one looks like a little cup. Not sure, you know, and the other one, this one's the one, like, really? It's just a flimsy little piece of silicone. I'm not too sure how that is. Look at how floppy, and that shows that's what you're supposed to do. So we're going to try it. I've got 3 different jars, different sizes. So let's try the flip-floppy one first because I'm really interested in this. I've got a jar of applesauce here. So let's just see. You put it on like this, put it over there, and you hold on to it, and you, okay, it's actually, there, it actually worked. It actually, I got a little bit, I had to put a little bit of oomph into it, but it felt good in my hand for as sloppy as it is, and it did grip onto the top and not slip. So that's awesome. So let's put this aside. I can't use that, test the other one. Let's test this little guy here with this little cap thingy. So it shows it on the picture. It's the same thing. You just put it on there, grip it, and turn it. So let's see. This is a jar of jam. Let's see. No, I'm really struggling to. Oh, there it goes. You heard that snap, right? That worked. Okay. It took a little bit more effort than the silicone thing did. And now this jar is got a wider top on it than either of these 2. This was a small and then a medium. Now this thing. So we'll try the floppy one. This is a jar of Sugar Bush baked beans. So let's see. I don't want to struggle too much. I want to be able to just open it. This is good when you're, you know. No, you see how hard I'm holding onto that? And that is, it's not slipping. It's gripping it really well, and I don't think there's a difference which way it has to go. The texture's the same on both sides, but this is not happening. Let's try this guy. And it's, again, no. I'm using all my, maybe it's just me, maybe I'm just weak about this thing, but it did work pretty easily on these 2 jars, but not this wider jar. It gripped on it, it stayed on, it doesn't slip. You can see when I'm turning, it doesn't turn. They're both silicone, but unfortunately it didn't work for that one. But okay, 2 out of 3, that's more than, you know, that's better, that's pretty good odds. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. Let me know in the comments below what you thought, and if you would like to, if there's anything you'd like me to try, any products that you've seen out there and kind of leery about buying, let me know, and if I can get my hands on it, I'll try it for you and put it in a video. Then you can make the decision if you want to go and buy it. So until next week, and when I let you know about the flashlight and find other products to try, stay safe, stay home, have a good night, and bye-bye, everybody.